Another twist in the controversy over the sale of the MV Sue and three other water taxis, the Melancia, Katia and Olivia, for just $6 million, word on Wednesday during a tour of the vessels at Hartscut in Chaguaramas that only one, the MV Sue, was being sold as scrap iron. Listen as a newspaper reporter asks the minister what the vessels would be used for. He gives a similar response, but the director of the water taxi service, Sharon Taylor, has a different answer.
The person who's buying the three vessels, the three sisters, did they say what they're going to do? What is it for scrap iron, or they're going to fix it up? Did they indicate what?
Scrap iron.
Well, the Sue will be purchased as scrap, Minister, but this one, the buyer will be fixing up the vessel. They will be taking to a dockyard locally to do some work on the vessels. Actually, yeah, these three sisters. Yeah.
But immediately after that, the minister then goes on to say the vessels, deemed unusable, will be repaired here in Trinidad and Tobago before being sailed off to the buyer.
However, the buyer is proposing to see what repairs could be done in Trinidad.
This raises a fresh question. If the boats can be repaired and sailed off to the new buyer in Guadeloupe, then why couldn't they be repaired and put back into service? Taylor says the boats came with engine problems, but that the water taxi service continued to operate them until they were too badly deteriorated.
We really had to push these boats to keep the schedule, and because of that, they were accelerated wear and tear on the engines. The jets themselves, because of design problems, gave us problems. And as you would see in this boat, we also had problems with the hull in terms of leaks, and as I said, the engine room lagging. So we had problems.
But since the three sisters, as they're being called, were sailed and laid up at Hartscut just over a year ago, they were also subject to regular maintenance in Chaguaramas.
This was on layup December 2010, and we have to spend a certain amount of maintenance, nothing like what we had when they were in service, in terms of just pumping our bilges and exercising engines. So people come here on a regular basis and they do that.
An evaluation done in November 2011 found the vessels to be worth around $12 million, but months later in March 2012, another valuation for $6 million. In fact, a letter sent to the National Infrastructure Development Company by the valuation company Astral Ship Corporation of Gibraltar on March 13 this year gave these as the reasons for the lower value. A, the fact that there has been no maintenance on board while laid up. B, no proper layup facilities incorporated. C, the current location of the vessel and the exposure to weather elements. D, exposure to the warm waters that affect the hull. E, the daily harsh and sudden movements of the Coast Guard vessels in the area. And F, the prevailing sale and purchase market conditions. All that's bringing into further question whether a better price could have been negotiated for the vessels, if not left until now.